BMNR stock price has seen a big downside movement over the last few months. Should we expect a continuation from an oversold market pressing back up to maybe even that last support level was breached at 26.76, or stock price set to go lower, reaching new lows beyond 17.19? My name is Dylan from Dylan Trades. We're going to break down and analyze ticker symbol BMNR, going now to the weekly time chart, then jumping accordingly to daily and the hourly. So looking at the weekly time chart, guys, we are looking at a falling wedge. The price is set very clear, lows, connect dots, and then the other way around to the highs. This is a really sharp descending wedge structure, and this is one that is borderline invalidated. Okay, if we do see this weekly low being broken beneath $17, sweeping beneath this big candle, there really is nothing stopping this thing from dropping. This is a huge spot, and we have to take this very seriously, as these kind of stocks that go up this much, this quick, whoop, and then come back down, and they're really beat up, they're getting tight, right? They're coiling here. We're going to look at a big bounce, a really nice short squeeze, or we're going to see a big downside movement. So we're going to now jump to the daily time chart to assess price a little bit more here. So what's nice right away is that you do see a gap. Okay, we're going to mark that up. Oh, we're going to mark that. Cool. $24.54. So there is a gap here. It does make it slightly harder for price to completely plunge when there is a gap. Oftentimes not, even if the market structure is bearish, right, setting lower highs and lower lows, you still will see price come back up to fill this gap and then decide, as it's a really big gray area. Doesn't mean it has to happen though, right? We did see this gap over here, did not get filled. And we did predict a downside effectively to $20 after this descending triangle broke, which was a really clean structure, guys. Lower highs pressed down lower into 26.76. So from the daily analysis, we're very clearly in a descending market. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, even lows here, right? And lower highs. This was, BMNR was cooking, right? Are we going to see a newfound divergence with these even lows? Did not happen. He swept from this and then shot back down. Now, as of right now, what are we looking for? Lower low, potentially, eventually a lower high. So you're really going to need to see something here from BMNR to want to buy this thing. I mean, it's just as simple as that, right? Thing looks dreadful, right? Anyone who's not saying that is just lying. I mean, thing is snapped down from this descending triangle, clean below that, making a massive movement down quick. And now the buyers step up with little conviction. Doesn't look too good. When we zoom in on the candle structure, you do see an inside bar within a reminiscence of a bearish harami here, which just does not look good. This doesn't look good. As of right now, you're really going to need to see it to believe it here. Okay, some sort of a catalyst breaks out for BMNR and short sellers liquidate. But as of right now, put your shoes on, or take your shoes off, right? The buyer shoes off. Imagine maybe a lot of buyers here. And think about it like a seller, guys. I mean, if you're in this thing and you're short selling, you feel comfortable. Put your feet back, you're kicking back, you're chilling, you're having a good time. To the contrary, the buyers are getting crushed, guys. I mean, just crushed. You finally get an opportunity to defend these lows. Swept right now. You finally get an opportunity to show a red to green inversion, dropping down significantly fast, 45% in 7 days. And you get these little bitty bars. I mean, it just doesn't look good, guys. It just doesn't. So if you see $20 swept below hard, coming back down, that is the no man's land. If we jump to the weekly time chart, there's just no support here. I mean, look at the past. You're looking at barcodes. This is typically a kind of a setup that institutional money will slam and just get a lot out of. So with this being said, okay, Dylan, I get the point, right? The chart doesn't look good. What should we expect next? So obviously more expected than not, we're going to continue to drop. There could be some sort of sustained activity until you see some crazy pressure shooting up like a skyrocket. This can change things. You need to see volatility. Notice how on this downside, there was no substance at all. Price went lower, a little bit of a pip up, and then it gets crushed, right? Notice the strength. All right, a little bit of a bounce here, shot down. The second the buyers stepped up and then defended the base here, started to work up, then you got to move to $40 25. As of right now, you're going to need to see either the buyers defend the base here, get some, marination, and then go, or just outright go. There really isn't a lot of room for error from the buyers, but there's a lot to the sellers. We're looking at psychology, so we're going to jump to the 1 hour time chart, see what we missed. The last step here is always to get the short term on the 1 hour time chart. You get a good representation of this very big downside from that big 2676 support level crushing below. That was the must hold level. We were watching for a few weeks here. Did crush below. And of course, we're seeing a lot of downside. A lot of downside with the overall crypto market. Big movement down. Prices building higher within the channel. This is a classic bear flag. Everything on this chart screams negative price action, and I do feel confident within that, guys. I do feel confident as of right now. Being this negative, though, this is where the biggest short squeeze can happen. I'm not gonna, beat around the bush here, but if you see some wild turn of events where it squeezes higher, it gets over this last high at that 2220 mark, and see some significant pressure, this could flip the tides. We could see a short squeeze. Okay, there's a lot of people making a lot of money sitting back short in the stock. There is a gap to be filled at 24.54, but as of right now, it's very low probability. We're looking at about 8 out of 10 probability to the downside. You could even up that up. Very high confidence and just not seeing what you want to see. Keep an eye at 17.19. There is no effective support until $20. So it's $20, then 17.19. That last big low. Got to see that low being held. Oh, I think it moved. Got to see that held. If you guys found any value in today's stock price forecast, drop a like and a sub down below. We're going to continue to unbiasedly track BMNR, giving you accurate technical analysis forecasts. If anything changes, we'll be here. This thing drops, we'll be here. No matter what, we'll be here covering it. Have a good one, guys. I appreciate you all making this point of the video. Take care, trade smart. Peace.